I was working on this earlier. It was really cool. I was writing it out. It was like a rap. I'm about to drop I'm about to drop bars on you, okay? Women are y'all are addicted to something. All right. More than the penis, y'all are addicted to something. Can anybody tell me what it is?
Attention.
Not just attention. Y'all are addicted to hope.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I wanted to guess.
Y'all are addicted to hope.
Ooh.
And that the dudes that y'all mess with, that a lot of women are choosing, they are hope dealers.
Mm-hmm. I agree with
the
that.
man that you're supposed to be with doesn't deal in hope. He's out making himself into a man of value, so you don't have to hope so much. He just is who he is. Okay? Now, that false hope that he's dealing out, women fall for it. Okay?
Hope will get you so far.
And anybody that's ever watched any drug drama, anything made like dealing with drugs, how do you stop somebody from dealing? How do you, if instead of killing him and jailing them, how do you stop your competition from selling that drug?
You kill them.
No, other than killing
them.
them.
You give them a deal?
No, you cut off their supply.
Yep.
Or you take their buyers, you turn their buyers against them. That's why I talk to women. I'm trying to get women to understand these men are selling you false hope. Men will never stop doing that if you give them the ability to. It's biological. Their goal is to score as many goals as they want to. You're supposed to be the goalie and saying, nope, you can't score over here. If I get these women to turn against these men and say, stop selling me false hope, bro. That is what I'm out here doing.
You know,
these
Mike, I don't want to cut you off real quick. That's the first manosphere. That's the first manosphere talking point that I have fully agreed with. I love it. Keep going. But I just wanted to point that out. I'm like, I'm also, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead. I love it.
Wait, can you break this down again real quick? Like, not all the way, but like, tell me exactly what you said.
Somebody said hope is dope.
Exactly.
Like
women
briefly,
will say, stop messing with the dope dealer. The dope dealer is the hope dealer.
Mm.
All right. He's giving you false promises that he never plans to deliver on.
You should only date men who are who have a plan and they're actually at the action. Their actions are working. You can see them, the steps that are being made.
And if I can get the buyers to stop buying, cut off their supply. Because here's the thing, AP, when we tell men to stop doing something, we're actually telling them to go against their biological nature. Men have never practiced. I know this is something we like to say in the manosphere space. Men have never practiced discipline ever. The thing is, in fact, the reason why men approach a girl's door is because you're eventually trying to get the ass. Let's just be real. But her father was standing in the way.
An example of somebody that practices discipline. I think if you were brought up in not to say religious people don't be stepping out, but I think a lot of times when you're seeing dick discipline and women keeping their legs closed, a lot of times it is connected to a religious foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We took religion out of the equation.
And we took fathers out of the home. Well, outside of religion, her daddy was standing in your way. Her uncle was standing in your way. Her brother was like, what you doing over here with my sister, bro? She ain't like that.
That's
you see what I'm
thing.
saying? Men have never practiced discipline. They just had obstacles. First being, outside of the men protecting that girl, a woman's own self-respect. So men have always tried to score. Women were just better goalies. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
I like. You think I'm about to tell? You think I'm out here lying to my wife? Talk about something. Yeah, I really respect you. My wife looked like a whole 3-piece meal when I seen her. I was damn if she would have let me hit that the first night. I would have done it. I'm sorry, I would have done it.
Yeah,
but she had enough self-respect to make me wait a very long time. And guess what? She got that ring on her finger.
I agree with everything that you just said, Trigger Mind. I think it's just such a passion for me because I see it in every day from what I do, and it becomes so frustrating because you see where this could have been all so different. Like this, where the tacos we have in the classroom could have just had a different outcome had, two parents had a hold to these children. So when I come at it, it's not to offend men or to do anything. It's just we need to get it together because you may not be suffering, but the kid is suffering. And that's suffrage that's going on from generations to come. You know, it continues. It's a generational curse, and it just continues and it continues and it continues. And is that really how you want your last name to continue? You know? So I think that we just have to do a better job as being, you know, both women and men, and I don't want to put it on men, as parents, and understand it's not about us. That relationship you have with the person that you have a kid with is not about you. It's strictly about the child and making sure the child is a well-rounded, you know, mentally stable individual.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to say Western culture in general, because obviously I'm shaking my head like, yes, Sham, because even in the white community too, it's like, but I think a lot of society's problems, they just stem from just the breakdown of the nuclear family. I mean, there's so many different things that I see, you know, just cultural issues, as far as like America goes. And it's like, breakdown on the nuclear family. And also too, something that I don't think people talk about enough is like, I think it's called a success sequence. You guys know what that is?
I haven't heard of that.
Break it down, but
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but it goes into graduating high school, not having kids out of wedlock, and I think marriage or something. I gotta look it up. But anyway, but I just don't think people are pushing that enough. But this is a whole Western issue. I don't know. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
The nuclear family.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I agree. So mistaken took us all off the topic when we went into fatherless.
Well, bring it back, Shan.
You still drunk?
I'm not drunk anymore, but I mean, but good.
I take it off. I'm good.
Like, no, I turn the camera off and, you know, drink water, get it out of here. To get it out my system. If women are formally educated, and we just made a mention that a lot of men are not, and that's declining in all men. It's not just Black men. It's the decline all across all races. With that being said, what are women supposed to do? Isn't it going to be hope?
No.
Y'all need to be happy that we.
So here's the weird thing.
Part of our nature is to have hope, and I think they put that in us for a reason. A lot of us probably wouldn't be married if we didn't have hope.
Yeah. So a lady's got to do something. So this has been what I've done since I've been. Do not always follow what they're not even white men. White men, like Asian men and Middle Eastern men and African men, make the most money. Follow what they're doing. So these men have been disappearing from college for years. So obviously they still make the most money in society. So they are doing something, right? So it's not that you got to understand that so many women have degrees now that college is not what it used to be. So we need to stop propping up the degree, especially when the degree is in underwater basket weaving. Okay. These men are going to boot camps. They're doing cybersecurity. They're doing things that actually require 8-week courses. And we're actually going back to learning on the job. Those are the highest paid people now in anything. They go to Microsoft, they learn at Microsoft. They go to Amazon, they learn at Amazon. So, you know, that is what's going on now. It's not that hope is like there's no hope because men are trash. Men are just doing different things from women, as we should. Anywhere y'all are overrepresented is anywhere we don't need to be, if we're being honest, because we're not the same.
So let me ask you a question. How does that look? I mean, do I want a trade guy working on me at a hospital?
Absolutely. A trade guy what?
Working on me at a hospital? Like, you can't say that because there are places that we need people to go into school for education. You know, we need people.
No, remember, this is all stuff men used to do at perfect proportion. Right? We used to work the long hours. We used to work the double shifts. There was no such thing as maternity leave when men were the ones in the workforce. Now, because women have taken over anything, like I said, anywhere women are, and I'm a nurse, this is crazy. Anywhere women are overrepresented, men don't necessarily want to be. It makes us feel like we're doing something wrong. We're just not the same. You see what I'm saying? We're like, all right, there's too many women here. Let me go do something else. Right? So, Anywhere y'all decided, any work force or field y'all decided to flood, we left. Now we're in tech. Now we're in tech support. Now we're in, all the information security stuff. If that's what makes money, that's where we're at. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be women. This is the funny thing about it. Women flooded the workforce, but women don't like to interact with women. Women don't like to work with women. Women damn sure don't like female bosses. So it's almost like I was gonna say y'all created a problem, and I want to see how it works out, because women have always actually liked working for men more.